wherever you are joining from. I welcome this very short and quick broadcast. This very live stream is to get people informed on what is going on today. It's a very quick one to get people informed on what is going on. As we speak, we know that the supreme leader of IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is in court. And as you all know, he's not in court because he's guilty of any crime. He's not in court because he has committed any crime, but he's in court because the government of Nigeria have decided to abuse his rights. The abuse of the right of the supreme leader of IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, is something that will not be tolerated. Injustice against one is injustice against all. The injustice is so much that the international communities have supported this injustice. Biafrans have been silent and enduring. But it has gotten to a point that we can no longer continue to complain, protest alone. We have gotten to a time when we have to take action. Remember, the person we are talking about is a prisoner of conscience. He has not committed any crime known to man. We are talking about a man who was kidnapped against his will. In the very first place, they detained him when he arrived in Nigeria in 2015, and he was able to defeat them in their own court. They gave him a bail, which he accepted the bail, met all the bail terms, and he was enjoying his bail. While he was busy enjoying his bail, they came after him. They came after him where he was. In Kenya, where he was transacting his businesses. Nigerian government sent their terrorists in uniform to go and kidnap Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The supreme leader of IPOB, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, was kidnapped against his own will. After the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, he was tortured for 8 good days. No one knew his whereabouts. After torturing him, they were still bold to bring Mazi Nnamdi Kanu through extraordinary rendition to their own country. And when they brought him back, the instruction was given. And everybody saw it. And they themselves accepted that, yes, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has not committed any crime and must be released. Even during the time of late Muhammadu Buhari, some people tried to go for their so-called political position, which we have never at any point in time supported. And the late Muhammadu Buhari said that they are going to follow every legal procedure. That all the legal procedures will be followed. And it's only when the legal procedures are followed, then and then, the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu be released. We knew what they are up to. For us Biafrans, we know that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has not committed any crime anywhere, and we are watching and waiting. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu passed through the law court. He passed through all their processes. The court of the zoo could not find Mazi Nnamdi Kanu guilty. He went up to the High Court. They could not find him guilty. In fact, judges in the zoo said that no law court has the right to try Mazi Nnamdi Kanu until they have explained the situation surrounding his kidnapping. From every indication, they were not ready to explain anything. The United Nations gave their word and told them to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu unconditionally, that he is innocent. The kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu generally was accepted before the whole world. Everybody confirmed that it is a kidnap and human rights abuse. They were given ultimatum to release Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, which they refused to listen to and hearken to. But what baffles me is that there was no punishment for what they did. No punishment whatsoever. They decided not to obey what was said. There's no punishment. And because of that, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has remained in detention up to this very moment, after 3 good years. And they still have the guts to take Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to their court against his will. They took Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to court. Every time what we hear is that they are going to take Mazi Nnamdi Kanu to court. And I ask them, what is Mazi Nnamdi going to court to do? Absolutely nothing. If Nigeria were to be a country, what they are supposed to do is to reinstate the bail of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, at least as a starting point. If Nigeria wanted peace, if Nigeria genuinely wanted the southeastern part of Nigeria, the Biafra land, more especially the Igbo Biafran, to be part of Nigeria, the only thing they should have done is to reinstate the bail of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu has not committed any crime against anybody. Not against any man, not against any woman, not against any government. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu was only speaking the voice of the masses. And it has been proven beyond reasonable doubt that 99.9% of Biafrans are in support of what Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is fighting for. In a sane nation, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu should be listened to and will be granted bail immediately. I repeat, immediately. But it is sad that the West are keeping silent in the face of injustice. Sometimes I ask myself, when you hear them speak of human rights, they have formed so many organizations to perpetrate their evil act, and you think they are forming those organizations for you. It is not for you, neither is it for me. When you hear human rights organization, you think they formed it for you. It is not for you as a black man, let alone be a Biafra. When you hear the United Nations, it is not formed for you. Every single organization they have formed and claim to be to maintain peace, law, and order in the world is not for you. They have done all that for their own selfish interest and benefit. That is why in the face of injustice, they remain mute and silent. In the face of injustice, they remain silent. Today, we can see a prisoner of conscience being maltreated, being paraded, and yet nobody seems to care. And you tell me that you have something like the United Nations, the same United Nations that have recognized that the kidnap of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is unspeakable, it's a human rights abuse. Yet, there was no sanction given to the contraption called Nigeria. No sanction whatsoever. In fact, as we speak, all the Western world are still busy. They are still busy strengthening their bilateral relationship with Nigeria, even when they know that this contraption is evil. Even when they know that nothing good is coming out of this contraption. But yet, they decide to continue to support this evil agenda. No matter how they try, they will never succeed. No matter how they try, they will not break us. Their plan is to break Biafran people, to break us down so that we cannot be able to stand what is coming. But I bet you, the more they do that, the more they give us reason to fight more. The more they try to break us down, the more they give us reason to fight more for our freedom. And we will continue to fight and pursue our freedom at all costs, even if it's going to cost our life. We are ready. That is why today the Prime Minister of Biafra, Republic of Nigeria, Mazi, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra, is doing everything humanly possible to see that Biafra land is defended. And we are going to defend Biafra land. Yes, we will. No matter what it will cost. It does not matter. It does not matter the language they speak. It does not matter their weapon of warfare. Even if the whole world turn against us, we will stand and we are going to overcome. The only thing that is required today is the consent of Biafrans for us to make the difference. And that consent is what we are waiting for. I thank you today that Biafrans are giving their consent. Many Biafrans are consenting. Many Biafrans are giving their words. Many Biafrans are speaking out loud that they want to go home. Gone are the days when we hide under our keyboard to type. Gone are the days when we just sit back and do nothing. Gone are the days when we only cry and protest. Gone are the days when we sit back and call for help. Today, we are taking our own fate in our hand, and I bet you we are going to win. I do not care what the enemies are saying. I do not care the angle they are coming from. I don't care how strong they are. What I care about is the desire of my people to be free. And my joy is that Biafrans are ready to be free. That is why they are today conducting a referendum to get that mandate. A referendum, the Biafra conduct referendum. Referendum is to get the mandate to go ahead and pursue the freedom of the people. And I bet you that mandate is given. The mandate of Biafra. That mandate is being given, and we are receiving the mandate. Biafrans are coming out in huge numbers, and more is to come. Remember, 30th of this month is the Heroes' Day. 30th of May is the Heroes' Day. We have been celebrating the Heroes' Day, and we will continue to celebrate the Heroes' Day. It will never, ever, ever stop. They have tried so many times to stop the Heroes' Day, and we said no. The Prime Minister has stood his ground and said that Heroes' Day celebration will continue, no matter what the enemies say, no matter what they do. And as we speak, the Heroes' Day celebration is ongoing and will continue. Remember, on the 29th, people to cast their vote. Please like a quick one. I've not been coming live here, but by special grace of Chukwu, I will be coming live here anytime I have time. Share the program to all platforms so that they can get the update. On the 29th, 30th, and 31st, remain sit at home. But 30th is our Heroes' Day, unchanging. The Heroes' Day remembrance is going to be done. We shall never forget our heroes. We will never. We will never forget our heroes. It doesn't matter what they do. And that very 3 days is also to enable Biafrans to give their mandate for the restoration of Biafra. Declaration is going to be done on the 2nd of December. Whether they like it or not, it is going to be done. And Biafrans are prepared. The Biafran government is more than prepared. More than prepared. The liberation armies are very prepared. There is no fear. There is no doubt. We are going home. For the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, no human being is going to truncate the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But I want you to have at the back of your mind that the freedom that we are asking for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a freedom where he will come out and he will not be answerable to any idiot. I am not asking for a freedom that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu will come out and begin to be answerable to any caliphate or be going back again to court. The freedom we should be wishing for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is a freedom where he will come out and he will only be answerable to the Biafran people, not to the caliphate. These are the people who don't want us alive. These are the people who abuses our rights, who are terrorizing us, using different kind of terrorist tactics against the Biafran people, attacking the defenseless Biafrans. That is why our Prime Minister have taken the bold step to equip the Liberation Army. And today you can see how prepared the Liberation Army are. In case you don't know how prepared they are, go to the platform of our Prime Minister, Mazi Nnamdi, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra. Go to his platform and you will see clearly how prepared the Liberation Army of Biafra are. And you will understand that there is no going back. And there is no way they can defeat us in this second Biafran war. Never. And for those of you Biafrans who doesn't know that the Biafra Second Civil War has started, I am sorry for you. If you do not know, that means you know nothing. And you are going to face the consequence of your action. Because as we speak today, the Second Civil War of Biafra have already started. And the fight is ongoing on different fronts. All you need to do today is to support the Liberation Army for the defense of your land. If you want to be defended, you have to play your own role. As for the men on the ground, we have more than enough men who are ready, to stand in gap, to see that you have a home. These are men who have volunteered themselves to stand for you. These are men who have volunteered to fight for you. And the earlier you understand this, the better. That there is no other hope except in Biafra government. There is no other way except in Biafra government. If you do not know that by now, that means you know nothing. And I have no business talking to you. Because we are here representing those who want to be free. Of course, in this world we have choice. You have freedom to choose what you want. It is in your hand to choose to be free or to choose to be a slave. But I strongly believe that 99% of Biafrans are more than ready to be freed. That is why the self-referendum result is amazing. We can see the response on video and audio, pictures. Massive voting in Biafra land. Massive. If you have not yet voted, I'm sorry for you. The train have left you. And when the result comes out, the whole world will be shocked. You know, I used to tell people that the self-referendum is going to crush so many lies that the zoo have been parading. The self-referendum is so important that it's going to crush many lies they have told against us. A lie like telling you that only people in diaspora are fighting for freedom. Only people in diaspora are requesting for freedom. That is a lie from the pit of hell. You and I know that the freedom of Biafra people, everywhere, home and abroad, people are joining and people are supporting from all angles, from all corners, from all walks of life. But they tell you a lie. Oh, it is only people that are in diaspora that are fighting for freedom. But when you look at the result coming from the self-referendum, the greatest number of the voters are coming from Biafra land. That has crushed that very argument. One other argument you see is that it is only the Igbo Biafrans that are requesting and asking for this so-called freedom. That is how they say it. They say it's only the Igbo Biafrans, that the other people are not in part of it. But from this very result that is coming from the self-referendum, it says otherwise. What it shows is that the 40 states of Biafra are all in line, and people are participating and voting. People are participating from all corners of life. People are all participating and they are joining. And there's nothing anyone can do. You see it's not happening because this is something that is happening. And because it is happening, there's nothing anyone can do. There's nothing you can do to stop it. It's either you join it or you keep your mouth shut. But the more you expose yourself to what is happening to you, the more you get yourself in trouble. The best thing you can do is to key in. But if you decide not to key in on what is happening, I pity for you. You can't change it. There is only one way for the Biafran people to live, and that one way is freedom. It is either you belong to the pursuit of your freedom, or you allow those who are genuinely fighting and pursuing that freedom to get it. If you think your propaganda and your blackmail could stop the Biafran people, sorry, you are only motivating them. That is why I love my Prime Minister Mazi Nnamdi Kanu so much. When they make their move to keep him down, they think that they have succeeded. They didn't know they have only succeeded in making him stronger. When they make their move and think by those moves that the Biafrans have given up, they don't know that they are making him to be stronger. A man who has stood against every odd. Attack has come from east, west, north, and south. The same spirit that is in the supreme leader of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is the spirit that is in the Prime Minister of Biafra. And he's a man who never gives up. Just when you think all hope is lost, he's going to come up with a solution. Not because he's too smart, not because he's an Igbo person, not because he's in Finland, but because he has a divine mission and he is going to fulfill that mission. In fulfilling that mission, he is not looking back, neither is he relenting. I pray that every one of us support him the best way we can to get this right. Wherever you are watching this program from, I urge you in the name of Chukwu Abiyama, do not allow anyone to deceive you. Do not allow anyone to confuse you. No matter whom they are, confusion is going to come. Obstructions are going to come. Deception are going to come from east, west, north, and south. So many people are going to say different things to confuse you. But I bet you, you must know whom you are. You must know who you are. Once you know whom you are and where you are coming from, no blackmail or propaganda will make you to stop pursuing that which is right. Today, we are pursuing our rights to be free. It is not a crime to ask for freedom. It is not a crime to be free. And the most beautiful thing is that we are pursuing the freedom of Biafran people today based on legality. We are not doing anything illegal. That is why the Prime Minister can be bold to defend Biafra, defend the Liberation Army on Twitter. On Twitter, and nothing is happening. A Twitter where they have kicked out a president. They have kicked out presidents from Twitter for a conduct that is not acceptable. But today, our Prime Minister is on Twitter defending Biafra 247 day and night, and nobody seems to come against him. It is not a joke. It is because he is standing on what is right. Don't forget, the Prime Minister of Biafra Republic read international law. A man that read international law. And as we speak, based on what he has read, and he lives in a country that obeys the rule of law. A country that obeys the rule of law. Because he lives in a country that obeys the rule of law, our Prime Minister can never be seen doing something that is contrary. I can see my beloved sister Mary there. Thank you, my beloved sister Mary. Thank you for coming around. So every one of us, wherever you are, if you have not yet known whom you are, I am sorry. You are left behind. For the Biafrans who know whom they are, we are making difference. We are making waves, and we are winning our battle. It does not matter what the enemy throws at us. I am happy that I have somebody like Mazi Nnamdi. Every one of us should go on our knees on a daily basis and begin to pray for him. Continue to pray for him in all your prayers. If not for Mazi Nnamdi today, all the work that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu have done would have been thrown to dustbin. The enemy came to destroy the work of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu using the IPOB Nigeria, the Department of Sabotua. The only mission they were paid was to destroy the legacy of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. They came after the Heroes' Day to destroy it. Mazi Nnamdi said no. They came to destroy the ESN. Mazi Nnamdi rescued the ESN and converted them to Liberation Army, gave them more strength and more equipment. They came after so many legacies of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But Mazi Nnamdi stood his ground and said it will not happen in his time. My fellow Biafran, I appreciate every one of you. Let us continue to support the Liberation Army and support our Prime Minister the best way we can. I will be around again next time to speak to you, Biafrans. It is a pity that my battery is down and I can't continue. So I'm going to be back again. Hopefully, from time to time, I will be here to enlighten Biafrans. Thank you so much for being part of it. Thank you for participating. I'm going to see you. Thank you so much. Continue to guide and protect every one of us. Thank you so much for being part of this program. I wish I could continue, but tomorrow, by the special grace of God, I will still be online. Let me tell you people, our freedom is closer than you can imagine. And all we have to do today is to tighten up our belts, do your part, support the Liberation Army, support the Biafra Republic of Nigeria, do everything you can do to see that you play your own role. And Chukwu Gagama bless you. I am going to be back again next time so that we can speak on some issues and discuss more on this very topic. The freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is in our hands, not in the law, not in the court, not in any lawyer. It is in our hands, and we must continue to do what we are supposed to do. Chukwu Gagama will free us. Thank you so much for listening, and stay blessed.